हेलो फ्रेंड्स, हाउ आर यू? हाउ आर योर स्टडीज गोइंग ऑन? बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट का ये मेरा 16th लेसन है. सो हाउ आर यू फाइंडिंग these lessons? Are they useful? Please write in the comment box, like, subscribe, and share it. It will help me, and your suggestions will help me in making new lessons. It will be useful for you. So, in this lesson, I will explain you about the industrial policy. First of all, let us understand what is industrial policy. Why is it made? सो इट इज़ जस्ट लाइक दैट. आप जैसे सोसाइटी में रहते हो, कहीं भी रहते हो, तो वहाँ पे कुछ रूल्स रेगुलेशंस होते हैं. एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का होता है, एक सोसाइटी का होता है. वो क्या करता है? अगर कंट्रोल ना करें तो क्या होगा? आप आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल जाओगे. तो सोसाइटी में रहने के लिए भी कुछ तरीके हैं. जंगली जानवर की तरह तो रह नहीं सकते. आपको उस तरह से रहना पड़ता है. कुछ तो लेट डाउन होते हैं, लिखे हुए होते हैं कि ऐसा रूल्स रेगुलेशन है, ऐसे आपको रहना है, ऐसे नहीं करना है, वैसे नहीं करना. कुछ तो अपने आप अंडरस्टूड होता है. दैट इज नॉट रिटेन. यू हैव टू गो आउट ऑफ योर हाउस इन क्लोथ्स. विदाउट क्लोथ यू कैनॉट कम आउट. So it is not written, but you are doing like that. And many things that you, if you do this stealing, then what will happen? If you are involved in theft, you will be caught and you will be punished. You will be behind the bar. So government is also making, some society is also making. Then this financial institutions are also making what should be the interest rate, what should be the how much you can get the interest on your savings, how much you will be charged for the loan, how much amount you can get, what are the process of getting the loan. Those things, many schemes they make. So all these rules, regulation, principles, policy and procedures laid down by the government for regulating, developing and controlling industrial undertaking in the country. That is industrial policy. सो इंडस्ट्री को बढ़ने के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए और उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए क्या चाहिए. बोथ द थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. नॉट ओनली टू गिव फ्रीडम, बट यू हैव टू स्ट्रिक्ट गिव लिमिटेशन आल्सो. हाँ, then for developing also and then controlling also. It prescribes the respective roles of the public, private, joint, and cooperative sector for the development of industries. So, what is the public sector? That is of government. Government is making 100% in that share is there. They do business also. They do big projects like Steel Authority of India Limited, thermal power plant, that is NTPC, machine, that heavy engineering machinery, HEC, then mines, Coal India Limited. All these are public sector. Then banks are there. Many banks are there, public sector. Private sector, it is 100% of the private or joint venture is there between two private sectors or between public and private sector. Then cooperative sectors are there, that is purely for the welfare of the people, of the farmers, or particular community or particular area, uh, providing goods and services at the very subsidized rate. And it is handled by the government only. So why all these are there? Different kind of things are there because government thought that people of weaker area, undeveloped area or weaker section, they should get opportunity for development. So for that cooperative sectors were made, public sectors were made, not to charge enormously high of any product. Steel is very important for everyone. And if steel is given to the private sector in the beginning, after that independence, if it was given to the private sector and they would have given freedom, whatever they want, they can do it, what would have happened? No development could happen because they would have charged very high, and this could have been done by only the very rich people. Other people, what will they do? So it is required for everyone. Then many consumer goods also public sectors were making, but those all were failure, and now the government has removed all that. It is now handled by private sectors only. So public sector main aim was to give opportunity to all the people of the weaker section, or to give justice to the people of India. Private sector, it was there to develop or promote the business so that many people will get chance or opportunities for their livelihood. Joint venture, it was for allowing that government or this foreign companies to enter India and do business along with the local business player, local business houses. Then cooperative sectors already explained. It also indicates the role of the large, medium and small scale sector. They defined it up to this turnover, this much of investment, this large scale sector will be there. That is the definition. Medium scale sector, similarly, and then small scale sector. Why these three types? Large scale sector is required for very heavy industries where heavy machineries are manufactured, where steel is manufactured, where mines are there. Medium is that consumer goods and all it is there. And small scale sector was developed to give opportunity to the people of the villages who are not so much of developed, but they are skilled. They can make the things, and those goods can be sold in India or abroad also. They could get chance. So small scale sector was successful in many sense. It was giving livelihood for so many people. It incorporates fiscal and monetary policies. तो फिजिकल एंड मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी को वो उसका कुछ रूल्स रेगुलेशन बनाते हैं. देन फिजिकल एंड मॉनेटरी, एज आई एक्सप्लेन यू दैट what investment they can do maximum and what fashion they should do, what documents are required for that, then monetary policy, how much interest rates should be charged, and how this suppose foreign countries business foreign countries company is coming to India. So if they are getting profit, can they take out all that money from here to their country? Can they convert the rupees into dollar immediately? So how much, what phase, what way, what is the tariff policy, what labor policy and government attitude towards foreign capital and role to be played by multinational corporations in the development of the industrial sector. They defined each and everything. So what is the attitude of foreign capital and role to be played by multinational corporation? Understood? That foreign companies will invest very huge amount here in India. So what, is it desirable or not? Whether it will affect our Indian economy, will it demotivate that Indian players, or will it stop opportunity for such a big section of the society? So that is to be safeguarded. So that for that only government is making policy. And what role these multinational companies should have for the development of industrial sector? It is not that they will come, earn money and go away. They should give opportunity to the local people. What opportunity? In terms of employment, in terms of small businesses, the supply, they can become small supplier. I was in class agriculture. There, many suppliers were here in India. They were supplying some parts of machines. Those machines were not manufactured in India. It was manufactured in Germany or other countries. In those plants, what machines were manufactured for that parts were supplied by the supplier of this Faridabad or Morinda, or from from Indian states. So the opportunity was here for these small players. They got it. They could do business. Class was earning, but these people were also earning. Industrial policy statement have been announced from 1948 onwards. After this independence, government made in industrial policy first policy in 1948, but in that it was very much protected. Very restriction were there, lot of restrictions because East India had company had ditched us. We were cheated fully because through that business they entered India and they did this. They ruled us for some 100, 200 years, isn't it? So it was a big cheating, and because of that, we were taking a lot of care. After this independence, we made industrial policies so that our economy will be protected and nobody can play with us. If any big player comes, invests some 10,000 crores, that time India was a very poor country, no businessman other than Tata Birla, nobody was there. So in some sectors, suppose they enter here and they invest in steel manufacturing, suppose, what will happen? That others, the government will be in, government will have to dance in their hands, isn't it? उनके इशारे पर इनको नाचना पड़ता है क्योंकि उनका इतना हाई इन्वेस्टमेंट है और वो जैसे चाहे वैसे कर सकते हैं, फिर स्टील को अचानक वो बंद कर दें, उनकी इच्छा. So all these things to avoid that, in government invested in some sectors directly where very huge investment was required, some 10,000 crore, 20,000 crore, 50,000 crores. So all these were done by government. A number of objectives have been projected by the government of India while making industrial policy declaration. So what was the objective of this industrial policy that I am going to read out now? Some of the important objectives can be identified as follows: achieving a socialist pattern of society. Just after independence, India was thinking to have a mixed economy. But in that, socialist pattern was dominating. It is not that capitalist philosophy was there, but socialist means each and every person should get opportunity, each and every person should get food, isn't it? Preventing undue concentration of economic power. So, as I told you, they were not giving means freedom to these business houses to enter. Private sectors were not given freedom to enter each and every area of the business. Many things the government kept in their hands. Achieving industrial development. So government was also thinking there should be industrial development. We are so much dependent on the European countries or developed countries. We were importing everything from foreign companies only. So why can't we do on our own self? And if you give this thing to the private sector, they will start making you to dance. Why don't you do on your own? So they did, the government did on their own in the defense, that all this arms ammunitions, mines, coal, this iron ore, all this copper, aluminum, all these mines were in the hand of government only. Steel manufacturing, Steel Authority of India. Although Tata had also been given this license that Tisco was made, Tata Steel was there. Then so many things were there in the hand of the government only. So why it was done? To develop the area and give opportunity to the people of India to work in an industrial environment and give good industrial product to the Indian citizens. Reducing disparities in regional development, they identify the people and they identified the area which are very backward. In those area, government offered good land to the private sector, and they even the government also started their own project in those area which were very backward. All these Steel Authority of India Limited, you can see that these are made in very remote area. Or other, even private sectors also, you will find in many places that the district of that state which is very very backward, in that government has given land, electricity, everything to start business. It it will reduce disparity in regional development. So providing opportunities for gainful employment, if industry is flourishing, that employment will also be there. Achieving a self-sustained economy, we should not be dependent on foreign countries only. We will have the economy development on our own self and self-sustained. It will, it will be continuously for a longer period. Achieving faster economic growth because it is in the hand of us. We will not be monitored by the foreign countries. So it will be faster also. Alleviating poverty. Poverty can be eradicated because the people will get chance, opportunities for job, for small businesses. कोई भी आप फैक्ट्री खोलो तो क्या है, सिर्फ ओनली एम्प्लॉयमेंट से ही काम होता है क्या? उसके आजू बाजू में क्या है, लॉट ऑफ स्मॉल शॉप्स आर ओपन, market is developed. All these are also type of opportunity, job only. Protecting and developing a healthy small scale sector. Hmm? So government also gave protection to the small scale sector. Just after independence, this khadi was given lot of importance. People were making this khadi, handlooms and all. These things were given importance, and these also gave livelihood to so many people. Updating technology and modernization of industry. So if you focus on industrialization, it will modernize your industry. That new technology will come. You will produce new things, and people will also be aware with the new things. They can do more new things. Creativity will be there. If you allow to do import from other countries, it will enable you to use the good or modern technology for production. And if you utilize those highly technological machines for producing product of global standard, you can again export. So import is also very very important, as export is important for increasing GDP, है ना? इम्पोर्ट आप बढ़ाओगे तो आपका एक्सपोर्ट भी बढ़ेगा. सो बोथ द थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. इट इज़ नॉट ओनली एक्सपोर्ट इज रिक्वायर्ड, एक्सपोर्ट इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन इम्पोर्ट आल्सो. सो ये बहुत ही एक दूसरे पर डिपेंडेंट है, साइक्लिक है. लिबरलाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑफ इकोनॉमी. तो इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी से ही तो लिबरलाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन हुआ ना. 1991 का इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी, दैट वाज a revolution for India. Liberalization was there. Because of that, many companies came to India, and lot of, you must have remembered that after 91, how many companies came to India and what industrial scenario was there, how much competition was there, what development in the products. Before that, we were not knowing many things. After that, only we came to know that these are the technology which we are not seeing. तो आपको पता चलता है नए टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में, और आप भी अपना प्रोडक्ट को अपग्रेड करके विदेश में भेजते हो. सो दे आल्सो कम टू नो अबाउट आवर डेवलपमेंट. वी आल्सो गेट द benefit of their development. Thank you very much. How was the session? Please write in the comment box, like, subscribe, and share it. Thank you. Once again, I will come with a new chapter very shortly.